Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. We are looking at our beautiful capital of Stockholm and our naval fleet. I don't actually know how to get rid of this overlay. um, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyhow, trust me, this is Stockholm. Just a moment ago, the name of the... is there some sort of... I mean, are we engaging? Or what's going on? Maybe if we'll just... Yeah, let's just do this. Fine. Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, welcome back, guys. We'll figure it out as we go. If you can remember the last episodes, we have started colonizing part of Africa, southern Africa here. And I remember, as far as I remember, this was saying that it's going to take a massive amount of time. Yeah, as you can see, it's growing and it's going to take 5,267 days. This is due to severe malaria, and that reduces the progress by 95%. So that's a huge reduction. It's gonna take forever to do this. So that's something that I guess, just happened in the background. I don't think it's a great spot that I've picked, but nevertheless, let's stick with that and see what happens. I mean, as you can see, because these are the roots of the trade back in the Victorian era. So most of the countries such as France, Spain, Portugal, Great Britain and Netherlands, when they're conquering and spreading towards here the kind of southern Asia and Australia, they were making stops here in Africa, because obviously back then there was no Suez Canal, so this is something that just happened down this way. At the same time, obviously, once the slavery unfortunately became a thing, as well, that's where everything, all of the country. So we can see on, let's say, this side, on this coast of Africa, some of the countries are actually Portuguese speaking, such as Angola, and then countries here are French speaking, etc. So for those that remember, I was saying that Denmark was involved here with this state of Oyo. I don't know how accurate that is in terms of Denmark conquering, possibly. Okay, and then the other colony that we have started was the one here. Obviously, this is going to take much quicker, because it's not going to take that long, because New Zealand is quite developed. So as you can see, growing only takes maybe a couple of months or something like that in total, maybe slightly more, but definitely not 5,000 days. I mean, that's years for just one small territory. Okay, so the speed is on low, because we just need to kind of check a couple of things. So we need a research. So let's go ahead with that. This is going to complete by itself, the baking powder, and we are going to go perhaps something for society. Human rights, yeah, may not be too bad. But maybe this will be better to actually speed up the colonial affairs. which will allow us to invest more into the, where was this here, the institution itself. Yeah, and then the more developed this is, the quicker the colonization basically will happen. Now, as well as that, we're introducing a law of the national or secret police, I should say, and it is endorsed by two factions, and those factions are petite bourgeoisie and armed forces. And then it's being opposed by intelligentsia, which is not great because they are going to be yeah, they will turn into radicals at that point because they are down to -10. So that's quite a significant reduction, but at the same time, I mean, we will stick with it and then just go with whatever we want at that point, or whatever we're being assigned. Now, what worries me is the GDP that's slightly dropping. So we're supposed to be increasing it, and unfortunately, it's dropping quite a lot, I think. I wonder. So let's just see here. The money isn't too bad. Now, the GDP. Yeah, let's just check. I know that, but it is per capita. We're the 24th in the world, and yeah, and then per capita 66th. Okay. The only thing is, perhaps if we'll click tell me how. Treasury, okay, is to spend. Okay. Okay. Okay, well, interesting. So to grow GDP, you have to spend money to improve buildings, towards improving the buildings and other things, trade routes. Okay, I see. If the demand can be satisfied only by the trade routes, POPs who work in the trade center and those producing it in the exporting market benefit from it. Okay, very good. The fastest way to develop your GDP is usually to manufacture consumer goods in high demand from basic resources. Okay, well, that's actually quite helpful because we, as Sweden, have tons of forests. I mean, we can... Oh, what's this? Okay, railway. Okay, well, that's interesting. So we are lacking. Ah, yes, okay. Productivity is low because the machines. Yes, we are lacking the machines. Now, I think in terms of railway, I would actually want it. I would want to have that on auto expand, so the game adjusts itself what it needs. We don't really need to change any of the other things. So let's just take a quick look at the event. Leader of the petite bourgeoisie delivers a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of the secret police. Okay, fine. And we are getting... yeah, that'll do fine. We don't need to boost them. Okay. So back what I was saying, because we've so many forests and yeah, we can just expand that. But I would like to make sure our engines are okay if we have them. So maybe let's just see. Urban Center, University Trade Center. We don't even have it. Motor Industries. Okay, so yes, let's just do it in our capital because we're having quite a few peasants. Okay, we've a bit of an investment pool. There is a bit of money as well, so we're not too bad. As well as that, we can go into debt. There is really no problem with that. Obviously, we don't want to be in massive debt, but it doesn't tell us because we've gold reserves, but there is obviously a debt ceiling as well for yeah, we've plenty gold reserves, so I mean the money's kind of frozen, if that makes sense. So let's just go ahead and speed up time. Okay, there's a lot of politics, I guess, happening with oh, I think it ended. It was just somewhere here. There was something happening. Okay, increased immigration has completed. We're still completing this. Okay, GDP now is growing. It actually grown twice since we've started, so that's good. Okay, this has unlocked by itself as we were seeing. Low market in Scania. Okay. We want to probably get going with the... Yes, indeed. And then we're gonna auto expand it. And let's just see what's happening here. Motor Industries. Now, why is this so slow to build? I probably would want to have this increased as well at some point because we've 3. Indeed. And they are, yeah, they're on the second production method, and then we could perhaps increase this. Yeah. Yes, it'll just speed up the building, so that's gonna help us in the long run. And the enactment seems to be taking quite some time. And then the next thing, once we have expanded and taken over in the New Zealand, which is called Swedish South Island, we want to have the entire place incorporated into our land, into our country. Let's just take a quick look at the population. Bit of pheasants, quite a bit of population I get. That we have now a bit of growth, so there's a bit of births happening as well, so that's fantastic. The culture has changed. I believe there were more kind of Scandinavians down here, but this seems to have shifted a bit. There's no migration at all, which is slightly strange because we have quite a nice of a attraction comparing to other regions, but perhaps this is affecting it. So I mean, we're lower than our country's average, if that makes sense. So not the best, but places like that will take some time to do this because we're still growing. There is not enough population to fill, as you can see. I mean, we can't even fill 5k people here. We're not subsidizing it, but that's fine. We don't need it. But we have nice surplus of food here, or of grain, I should say, in the island. So that's good. Perfect. We're still at it here. It's taking quite a bit of time. There are some events, so let's take a look. Social Democratic Party have gone beyond simply campaigning for their own party, harassing and sometimes physically attacking. Okay, well that's not great that they're attacking themselves, but okay, so momentum. Oh, I have not seen this. Oh no, sorry. If you hover over this, it shows over that. Okay. Okay. At least now it shows. Actually have not seen it. I thought there really isn't a way to find out who's the leader. Okay. Yeah, let's. I think this is better than the other event or the other option. Sweden. So this is us, King Carl. Population isn't great. This is growing. Yeah, for sure. We're the 11th, the most literate people in the world. Okay. And we have... Oh. The Grand Duchy of Finland suddenly is damaging relation with Sweden. Well, why is that? They see us as a threatening force in geopolitical affairs, and they're likely to seek out alliances with our foes. Okay. Well, we didn't do anything to them. I guess things like that happen. So they're improving relations with Prussia, and they are in personal union with Russia. Okay. Now, perhaps it'll be a good idea to increase legitimacy of our government if we can. Now, if we add these guys, that's not great. So let's do this. Let's just take them all out. We're at 20% without any parity. These guys, 41. Okay, so they don't like each other. Industrialists, 48. But minus 17. Okay. Okay, and 78. So if we will just get rid of these guys. Okay, 97. So if we get rid of the Social Democrats and the petite bourgeoisie, we're at 97, which we're happy with because it's quite high. Now, this does not seem to have a direct effect just as of yet, but the loyalists are growing and the radicals are reducing, so that's great. What's this again? Oh yes, bureaucratic shortfall. We will need to add a bit of government buildings or increase the ones that we already have. Okay, this is something that repeats itself constantly, so what we're gonna do is... Yeah, let's do this. We actually would want to have some sort of a migration attraction down in New Zealand, so that's perfect. And then King intervenes in political process. Okay, oh, that's about the enactment. Okay, so... Yeah, we do not want to have the approval. Yeah, so we're gonna go with this. And let's just see what the... Oh, come on. So it's not gonna allow me to do this. So we don't know what the ruler restrained means, but hey ho, off we go. So that's that. Okay. So what's this? What's this? Are they... Oh, they're attacking. Oh. Is it? It is. Yes. Battle in Lithuania. Battle on whatever Perm front, Westphalia. And who is Prussia and Russia? Huh. Maybe because we didn't, I guess, participate in the event itself, whether we were supposed to help, or maybe they were expecting, or maybe take some kind of a stance on. Yes, maybe that's why they are not quite happy with us. Great power, GDP 60 million, and then great power as well. Okay. Absolute monarchy. Okay, well, that's interesting. But does this look like Prussia is winning? Yes, it is. Because the border is shifting here. And this as well. Yes, Prussia was victorious. Wow. 17 provinces. Wow. That's a lot now. That is a lot. I mean, they're literally doubled their size. Yeah, I think we want to have good relations with those guys as well, I believe, because let's just take a quick look. Yeah, they have 15 million people, and although we're quite good with them, so that's fine. And they're damaging relations with Denmark. They're maybe looking at Denmark next. Yeah. We're fine, so they actually want us as allies, it seems. So if we... not sure why. They are... Okay, possibly if we increased our rank to major power, they would have wanted us more. But base reluctance is quite low. I think we would need to improve our whatever relations. Okay, we can't even do it, so we probably would need to start bankrolling, which is basically giving them money, which is quite crazy because that's a lot of money to give. But we may need to do it at some point because they are growing power. I mean, they have attacked Russia, which is literally the biggest country in the world. So, and Russia, we're fine with them, but I mean they have 61 million people and things. They're there, but they're not quite, if that makes sense. But they are. I mean, they're quite high as well. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. So the battle, human rights unlocked, and that gives us compulsory primary school. That's something that I would want to enact at some point, if possible. And feminism, yeah. So that's fine. There's a law that we can enact that actually increases our workforce by, unfortunately, child labor. But the other thing is that women are actually allowed to work. And as far as the enactment of that goes, we have the child labor, but it is something that I would want to change it into the compulsory primary school, which is something that is, I mean, they're all the same in terms of approval or not currently, but it could change. And then this is something that I would want to change, but unfortunately, it's something that is not desirable at this point, and actually quite opposed. What can you do? Okay, the age of information. Let's just take a quick look. Okay, intelligentsia gets this. Yeah, I prefer to do this. We are enough. We've enough of radicals. We don't want any more. We don't want to upset any more people. So that's fine. Yeah, the censorship I really don't want to do. It's unfortunate that I cannot dismiss it. Yeah, it's quite even here. I mean, it's quite crazy that it's such a endorsement of these two. I mean, that's quite crazy. I think I'm quite happy here because a lot of people don't care and the rest really endorse it, which is something that we want to um, keep at. So just gonna speed up time because yeah, that's expanding, so that's fine. Yeah. And we've built those, and that's gonna be one of our most important buildings. Unfortunately, we've no workers. Huh. Now we're lacking steel. We're actually not producing any steel, I believe. Yes, we're not. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have it here also, I think. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. 4 unemployed. That's fine. And 6 unemployed. Well, let's go with that. I mean, I think that once we do have the work available, they will start migrating from other places, I believe. Okay, well, there's another event. Yeah, let them fight, they're fine. Yeah, so it's either Church of Sweden or the other guys. I think because... yeah, let's just go with this. Neither of them are good. It's fine. Okay, so our paper mill is quite busy, and let's just see how the paper goes. Yeah, so it's not too bad, but it could be better. We'll go with the steel mill is the most important at this point, and then we'll need this. We're gonna leave it at auto expand, and what's going on here? Yeah. Will need steel, and steel in return will need I believe it's iron for sure, and coal. Let's just take a look at our coal production. So we're gonna go here, and perhaps even tools. Where's coal? Oh, it's here. We actually lack coal as it is. Yeah, 25.9. What we can do, yes, is to have some of it imported from Prussia. Perfect. And then that's not bad, but we would want to have it improved, and we actually are not producing any. Wow. We have it only in 2 places down in the Africa, but there's no people there, so nothing's gonna happen. I guess it'll be once it's developed in 27,000 years. It will happen, but for the moment, yeah, it's just, I think we're barely have. Apparently, it's one of the busiest livestock ranches in the world, but I mean, what about it if there's no people to work here? I mean, 229 people can only work. So that's gonna take some time, but at least there's a bit of food. They've meat, and they have. They don't really need fertilizer, but there's a bit of fabric. There's a bit of meat. They're lacking it seems, and they need grain. But we cannot supply grain here because Yeah, the when it comes to employment, they go here. I wish this was kind of there was a way to control it, because let's say I don't need that many that much input for when it comes to infrastructure. I'm happy to leave it at two at the most, really, or three. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go with this. So that's a shame, but that's okay. Unsure why we're being shown these, the whaling and the other thing, the camps, the logging camps, if there's another way to build them. Maybe once we get the land, it'll be allowed. Maybe that's what it means. Which I guess would make sense. And let's just take a look at the POP. The POP tells us that unfortunately they're migrating out. Okay, kind of changed, but there's no growth as of yet. Very, very little. Very little. And some people are starving. Yes. Oh well. What can you do? I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep this at auto expand, so should the game need to do it, it'll do it. I think that's not a bad idea. Now, money is just going. Did we? Yes, we might have. Oh yeah, now we're in credit. Okay, so now this is the credit that I was talking about. So we actually can have down to 3 million. It's not bad. Now, if we take credit, we then pay interest based on the amount of credit taken. That's the interest. I think I would want to have. Yeah, the coal mine is actually quite important because we need that for the other thing, for the steel mill. It's just we don't have workforce. We'll do it with rail. We'll do it with. Yeah, no, that's fine. Because mortality is increased, and then engine pumps. But that requires tools. Which isn't too bad, I guess. But it requires more, I think. It requires it increased. Yeah, let's do that though. Because with that, we may not need to build additional. Yes. So let's just leave. Let's just see once this kicks in. Come on. Perfect. So what's the output? We are still short 12. Oh yeah, trade agreement with Hawaii. I mean, from all of the countries, Hawaii. Yeah, perfect. Dream destination. Okay. So we're not too bad, but this is still needed. Now, how's the steel mill? Yes, so we are short of this, and this is. And how about this? Yeah. 25 steel at 25. Let's do it. Aha! Now we have a secret police. It's fine. Perfect. So we've passed our law that we wanted. New institution available. Yes, perfect. Now we do need to do this because our bureaucracy hasn't decreased. Now, the secret police, yes. So this allows us to, I guess, slow down the radicals increase. Yeah. So we'll have to do that at some point. Okay, well, we're in the red. Not too deep. We don't want to go too deep. Because our interest then increases and we may not come out of it at some point. But our GDP increases because of the industries that we've built, which is, you know, we'd love to see that. That's fantastic. Yeah, so tools. Tools need iron. Iron, we are just hammering through it. Yeah. Hammering. Absolutely hammering. Okay, so we've got, I think it'll be, yeah. Yeah, so I mean, the cost doesn't matter where you build it because it'll be like that everywhere. Because this region is the least developed, I think it'll just make sense. Yeah, and I'm just gonna go with 4 because, or even 5, because we're just gonna need it. We will. Yeah. So let's just go ahead, and I mean, we'll just gonna go very close to the edge, but that's fine. I mean, let's just go for it. Okay, what's this guy? Okay, peace treaty, Prussian and Russia. Oh no, there's another war. This is who? Danish war reparations. Okay, so Prussia versus Prussian Brunswick and different whatever. Okay, that's fine. I mean, they just won't stop. Okay, yes, so this is the university. I mean, we'll be paying more money, but that's fine. Let's just do that. Let's just see. Yeah, so these are the government building we'll need. So perfect. Perfect timing, guys. Peasants unemployed, very few. Very, very few. Let's just see how it changes. Very little, wow. Oh no, oh yeah, okay. Well, it just took a moment. I guess because it needs time to staff people, so it's keep growing, so that's great. Let's just see. Buildings, this. Yeah, 20,000 people. I mean, possibly. Because it, I mean, it's just as administration. So obviously, I mean, administrations in any country are actually the biggest employers. So I guess it just makes sense because this isn't just one particular building. It's just everything. And there are 1,005 different departments in the government. So yeah, it makes sense. Righty ho. So we're going with. Oh, I like the snow. That's actually very cool. Oh yeah, once you zoom in, it's very cool. Yeah. So the employment is growing. We're gonna go with rail because we have general balance in Swedish market, but we will need to start expanding it here because this mine, I guess, or mines can go to 60, and this will be our main region for iron. So it just makes sense to have that here. And we are approaching the. Oh, we've surpassed it actually. So we're just above half. Yeah. So we're gonna just complete this. This is now at. Yeah, so we're actually above of what we need, which is great. Great to see. Oh, right. Okay. Oh, it just disappeared. I'm too slow. Now, okay. So who's fighting? Prussia versus Brunswick. This looks like Ukraine. I mean, wow. Okay. Okay, so on the fence, neutral. Yeah, I think I'll just go with neutral. Yes. And where are we? Austria and Hanover is okay. And we are... We're nowhere. I guess we're not being involved. That's fine. Off we go. No. That's just researched. That's gonna complete it by itself. And what's there? Oh yes, that's the building stuff. Oh yeah, malaria prevention. Yeah, let's go ahead with that. This. I mean, can we afford it with what we have? Let's see. It'll help down. Yeah, increase health. Oh yes, there's so much to do, guys. I mean, it's just never ending. There's stuff to do here, the laws, the money, the everything. Now, speaking of which, we are dangerously close. I wonder what happens when we actually exceed it. I mean, can you keep going, or can you take a loan, or what's going on? Or just everything stops, or have you lost? It's interesting. Okay, capacity of taxation. Perfect. We'd love to hear it. Yeah. Come on now. Finish those. Yeah, the railway is building. The motorway, or the motor industry, because it's at auto, it's gonna increase. Okay, increase relations. We were increasing it with Denmark. And how are they now? Do they like us? Yeah, they love us. They love us. They want us as allies, and I mean, let's just see what can be possible. So, okay, so they're pursuing a different strategy, and they're quite reluctant, and they already have a number of defensive pacts. Join customs, generate pressure. It's not okay. Huh. But we cannot. The reason is that they're already part of Austrian market. Why can't we do alliance? Okay, we need to research. Ah, yes, okay. And Denmark also needs to research that. Multirat. Yeah. Yeah, Right, well, that's fine. I mean, you know, at least they like us, so that's fine. Now, France is friendly because we are having a trade agreement and different things going on. They would be good allies to have. Also, Great Britain. Now, they don't want to have anything to do with it for a moment. Yeah, they're cautious, and they don't know us basically. Fine. Well, that's the way you want to be. Oh, Netherlands trade agreement. Yeah, let's go. And where are they? They're here. Yeah, perfect. I mean, become protectorate. Okay, no, we do not want to do that. We don't want to be their subjects. Perfect. We've jumped from the 16th to 14th, so that's perfect. Yeah. Let's just take a quick look. What's the situation? Yeah, not a whole lot of progress, but slowly but surely, which is fine. We take that. We take that indeed. Yeah. And then we can take over that. Ah, yes. There was a piece here we wanted, but that's fine. They probably will go after this now, because we won't make it. Yeah. It's alright. I mean, what can we do? And this is growing. Yeah, there is a bit of a migration, but so how come? Subtraction is medium. But it's still much higher than the overall. But this is decreasing. Well. Fine. That's alright. Come on, let's just... Because this is going to hammer us. Yeah. New parties. Fine. And this now... Let's just finish this and then we can go. It's the first motor industry in the world. Yeah, we're missing a bit. But we have surplus of steel, so that's great. Now, and our GDP has grown since we started the games. That's fantastic. Oh, bread, butter, ballot. What's that about? Oh yeah, momentum. No, we are not spending any more money. I'm afraid. I know. Now we're getting this. Alright, okay, so it tells us that that's fine because we are spending 10k on the building, which is just about to finish, so come on. Perfect, and we're just gonna not do anything, we'll pause it. Okay, now the so the interest is so high that we are just making no money at all. Not great now. Tire works. Accident. Ooh. So mortality. Okay, well, no matter what we do, there's mortality, but at least we're not gaining radicals with this option. They shall not have died. What a pun, in vain. Right. Let's go with that. And money is going down like there is no tomorrow. Yeah. The interest is just... Okay. Election. Lantmana party. Okay. The government now has lost its legitimacy. Let's reform it. Right, so let's just clear it all off. So this gives us 55. This gives us 82. These guys, no, they're not wanted. Trade unions, no. Rural, no. And petty, nope. What about if we go with these guys? No. Trade unions, no. Nope. And then this, nope. Just no, full stop. Okay, let's just try with the, no, not these guys. Okay, so that gives us 66. Armed forces, no. Trade union, no. Petite bourgeoisie, not really. No, it's not gonna happen. So 82 is as much as we can get. Fine, the rest is opposition. Not the best, but not the worst either. So we'll take that. And we still have a bit, but not too much. Yeah. Yeah, we just don't have enough and we cannot expand it anymore because we're almost capped at credit. But let's just see what's gonna happen next. Yes, the obligations. Now this is actually quite difficult to achieve, I think. Okay. So there's some sort of migration happening. Import cancelled. Maybe it'll be a good idea to review the routes. Trade. Wine. Wine is insanely expensive, so is luxury clothes. Yeah, okay. That is very cheap. Okay. GDP completed. Fantastic. Peace here. Fantastic. And what's this? Customs. Yes. Now they want us in there. We do not want to do this. Goodbye. Okay, perfect. Prestige has grown because of the GDP. Make them happy. Yeah, deficit. Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Tell me how. Budget? Yeah. This is just. They want us to increase taxes. They want us to do this and the other. But it's not that easy. Because there's nothing here that we would need to add a lot of things, and that will actually cause. So let's just, okay, so if we did this will cause so many radicals. I mean, look at this. That's crazy. So it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Oh yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Let's leave it at that. Wages. Yeah, okay. And then next we have to do this for the purpose of this entire thing. States. If you wish, you can reduce your expenses by downsizing government buildings. Okay. But I mean, if we downsize it, then we lose bureaucracy, which affects something else. So it's just not an easy one. Principle. Okay. So we need to pay off principal, which is the entire credit. That's fine. If your balance remains negative, continue raising or adding more taxes and then downsizing over until your balance is positive. Okay, so that's the only way, right? I mean, like, we could declare bankruptcy as well. So we'll erase and bring Sweden out of default. By doing so, we'll have severe domestic consequences. Okay, wiped out. Will become more radical due to owning shares in affected buildings. Okay. Decaying over. Wow. Yeah, I mean, of course. Of course. Now the good thing is, I guess, is that the investment pool is still growing. So the richest people are accumulating that money, so we can actually continue to build. Okay, so let's just see what's this about. What's this? Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. We don't want to decrease standard of living of the low strata people. That's fine. Now, looking at the buildings, the iron mines, no, we're still, I mean, we've built 5 and we're still almost 200 below what we need. So okay, so we're literally at the brink of credit, and let's just see. So the game basically says that we should just increase the taxes. That gives us 2,000. And furniture, wine, clothes, porcelain, sugar. But that does not, so we needed something around like this. Yeah, let's just go furniture. So this is it. Now, how's this? Yeah, the entire country turns red. Standard of living has decreased. Indeed. But this is increasing, actually quite substantially. Both of them are, which is very interesting. We're not involved. Yes. Perfect. Okay, well, that wasn't too bad. This now is happy we did it, so that's fine. Maybe after all, that's not the worst thing that could happen. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it is. It is. I mean, who wants to pay such a crazy taxes? Yeah, that's gonna just be... Ooh. Yeah, but that's... I think that's better than bankruptcy. Yeah. Well, no. I mean, inflation, you know, goes up and everything. Yeah. We're still making money, so not too bad. It's just very, very slow. Woo! Mutual funds. Oh, yes. So at least that gives us more money and decreases our interest on the loan. But wow. That just hammered us. Okay, so let's just see what's gonna happen here. More radicals. I mean, what's the difference at this point? Yeah, what's the difference? There's really no difference. Yeah, well, at least this is growing nicely, so that's fine. Now, situation, there's plenty of people. And let's just take a look at... Yeah, still... When it comes to unemployment, it's still fine. And this is slowly, slowly decreasing. And this is very rapidly increasing. Yeah. Oh well. Can do everything right. Okay, well, we lose authority. Not gonna happen. Yeah, let's just go with Church of Sweden, I guess. Okay. So... Well then. I guess this episode was very interesting, and we have lost entire money. We are severely in debt. We have gained a lot of radicals. Literally, no one likes us, and it's still going down like there is no tomorrow. We are, yeah, people are concerned. I mean, who wouldn't be? Yeah. I don't think there'll be any good events anymore. Yeah. Yeah, let's just go with this. But there is a bit of a progress. We have completed some of the events here, which is the GDP. So we've grown the GDP. I guess we have now almost taken over the South Island. There's a very tiny bit left. So probably it's gonna take another couple of years. As you can see now, yeah, this is now Great Britain. So we only have this bit to go. Oh, actually we do not. So we have now taken it over because Great Britain took it all. There's something here. I guess that belongs to us as well, those little islands. It's very funny. Okay, that's good. But it's almost completed, so let's just complete that. And then that will allow us to start incorporating the entire region. Well, as much as we got, because the other guys were faster. And this is New South Wales. So we're sharing the region with everyone. And let's just take a quick look very quickly. Are we able to... You know, we'll start incorporation as we wanted, but where's the other thing? Establish colony. Yes, so we're gonna actually establish colony here in that little thingy. Should we do it though? We could do it here also. I think we should. Let's just give that a spin. And then this, yeah. Is that already ours then? Yes, it is. Yes, perfect. So that's basically right. North Islands. Okay, I thought it would have been merged, but yeah, it's fine. And then we can incorporate it as well, and then we'll need port. But the port will cost us money, so it's something. It can be queued up, but it's not something that we'll build right away, because we want to reduce the amount of debt first. Interesting that this is ours also. That's very good. That's where we can go on vacation. So we can also establish it here because there is a part here. Now this is just as bad as the other part of Africa, so the colonization will take forever, and it is very hard to develop as well in terms of people, etc. Okay, guys, and the bureaucracy now is in deficit also, so that's not the best news. But that's okay. I mean, at least it makes the game much more interesting, I find. The fact that we need to then balance it out more and kind of be careful with certain actions and perhaps not make rash decisions anymore, and pull back from different things. So that's actually quite interesting. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Again, please, if there is anyone that would like to leave me any comments or suggestions, or give me any tips, please do. I'm very, very happy to see those, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay hooked.